What is up, everyone? We are back, and today I got a nice little post for us from the Neville subreddit. It is called How I Turned My Entire Life Around Using Neville's Teachings in Under 2 Months. That sounds awesome, so let's crack right into it. I am still in shock. For some background, I have been a long-time lurker of this sub and even unfollowed it for about a year because none of the methods suggested by Neville and users on here worked for me. So I finally got frustrated and quit this whole thing. Before that, I was super into LOA and thought I manifested things through it, but now I've come to see it was really just Neville. Anyway, I've been depressed, stuck in my hometown for 5 years working a job I hate and being around the same people every day. I was longing for a change, but my job wasn't making it possible for that. Complicated, not gonna get into it. It wasn't until September 2022 when I refollowed this sub and decided I had nothing to lose and try this stuff out again. I had come across some comment on here that just made it all click for me. I don't remember the account to give him or her credit, but the gist of it was that you should not manifest with the goal to have it out in the 3D. The goal should be to have it in your imagination. Manifestation is not this. Visualize and affirm. Get my desire in 3D, be happy in the 3D. Manifestation instead is this. Visualize, get my desire in imagination, be happy in imagination, byproduct appears in 3D as a cherry on top. This was the turning point for me. I thought to myself, okay, well, I can do that. If I want a new place, all I have to do is close my eyes and experience it. Okay, if I want a relationship, all I have to do is imagine it and feel it. Seems easy enough, and it kind of was. I was shocked at how quickly results came in 2 months. I moved to the exact city I wanted, an amazing apartment, and worked the exact job I want. Higher pay and hybrid too. The thing that helped me was to realize that we are never chasing anything tangible. Think about it. Would having your desire, whether it be a new house, relationship, etc., without any feelings, do it for you? Of course not. At the end of the day, it's just a person or a house. You want the things you want because of how it will make you feel, because of who you are when you have these things. That's true. You want to become that person and feel the things that person would feel. You can all generate a feeling. Pretty soon, it became pretty easy for me to not care at all about the 3D because I realized I'm the source of all these things I want to feel. If it was triggering in any way, something that helped me was repeating to myself, this is just the past. This is literally a product of your inner world. It's a mirror. You're living in the past. Imagination is present. I read another comment on this sub that also helped out, which was to pretend like the 3D is a movie you're watching that you already know the end to. Why get triggered by it when you already know what happens? Just sit back and watch. Another thing that really helped me is honestly just having fun with my visualizations. I see so many people on here swear to only have one scene and stick to it. I didn't do any of that, nor did I do sats. I kept falling asleep, and on the nights that I did get it to work, I had really disturbing dreams. I just stuck in my daytime visualizations, and they were never viewed as work. It was my refuge. When the 3D got too real, I closed my eyes and reminded myself what real really is. I tried not to get too hung up on what happens out here since I know it holds zero weight. I am the creator. This outer world is my creation. The 3D is literally just responding to who I identify with. Choose to identify with the inner man and not fall back into old habits. Just wanted to share and hope I help someone else out. Edit. Just wanted to go into more detail about my imagination being my refuge. For some people, as it was for me, the 3D was just a lot some days. So while it is fun to visualize, I also just needed changes to happen. The way I got through that is literally using my inner world as my safe space. My world. Nobody else can touch it. I choose what happens here, and the outer world doesn't exist. It was so comforting that it could never feel like work. I think that was one of the keys to my success and a turning point for me mentally. Accepting my inner world is more real than this 3D byproduct world. Accept it and see your 3D change. Not that it would matter much at that point. You already have yourself and what you wanted in your own world. Second, and hopefully last edit, I just wanted to state that I didn't do any other techniques. This sub is filled with so many techniques, and I'm not saying they're not useful to others, but you really have to be careful to not get wrapped up with thinking that techniques manifest. They do not. They can only help. They're not magic, lol. Believe me, I did everything under the sun. I did the writing method where I affirmed on paper 33 times a day. I wrote in a gratitude journal. I listened to YouTube manifestation tapes while asleep in an effort to impress my subconscious, you name it. I saw zero improvements, and it's because I was missing the whole point. I was looking for something outside of myself to fix my life, whether it be the universe or God or whatever else. My imagination is the only thing that holds the key, and I have complete control and power over that. The second you accept you are the operating power, everything else changes. You don't need 100 different techniques. I didn't even do a mental diet. I just had an understanding of what my inner world can do. Sorry for rambling. I'm done now. LOL. The top comment says, what the hell? So damn really helpful. These things in a nutshell cracked it for me. Very big thanks for the explanation. And then in quotes, they've got, you should not manifest with the goal to have it out in the 3D. Manifestation is not this. Visualize and affirm, get my desire in 3D, be happy in 3D. Manifestation is instead this. Visualize, get my desire in my imagination, be happy in my imagination. Byproduct, it appears in 3D as a cherry on top. Yes, we've heard this before, and this person putting it in their own words and in their own experience, it has gotten a lot of likes. This was posted 4 days ago, and it's already got almost 1,000 likes here, over 900. And we can see that this is resonating with people because people run into the same issue, going for that 3D thing. Of course, everybody that gets into this, they want to have something in the physical world. We all want the physical world. We all live in the physical world, but that and ignoring the way that you're feeling inside, because that's bringing in this feeling of lack, like you don't have it, and this feeling of anxiety for not having the thing that you want is not going to be helpful. You have to feel that relief. You have to feel that inner relaxation that comes along with the feeling of relief, the feeling that it's all good, all is right with the world. This is happening. I declare it. I'm allowing it to happen. I'm allowing the path to unfold. There is a golden bridge that is opened up, linking me to my desires. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed this particular post. I thought it was a pretty good one. And hit me with a subscribe if you are not already, and I will see you guys next time.